Okay, so here we go, trig proof 8. Prove that sine of a plus pi over 2 equals cos a. So that's what we have to prove. So as you think it's pretty obvious at this stage, I think what we start with sine a plus b. And we look for that rule, sine a plus b. Yeah, it's down here on page 14, I think. So it's sine a cos b, sine a cos b plus cos a sine b. Sine b. Now obviously then we swap out our b for pi over 2, a plus pi over 2 equals sine a cos pi over 2 plus cos a sine pi over 2. Okay, so I've got my sine of a plus pi over 2 on the left. Now, let's look at our tables and find out what is the cos of pi over 2. Well, the cos is here, pi over 2 is here, and the cos of pi over 2 is 0. And while we're here, the sine of pi over 2 is 1. So I can exchange those values out. So the cos of pi over 2 is going to be 0, and the sine of pi over 2 is going to be 1. Obviously that turns to 0 now. So sine of a plus pi over 2 is equal to cos a. Perfect.